Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing some pressed glitter palettes that I've been trying out recently, and as you guys know, I love myself some glitter. I have been using glitter a lot on my channel and I tend to like the effect of glitter a lot, and I've been trying out these pressed glitters. These are some cosmetic glitters from the brand Beauty Glazed. I have one palette right here. It looks like this, and then I have another palette. This one is smaller and it's a quad and it looks like this. Both of these glitters I got from Amazon. I will put all the information and the pricing down below. I believe that this was about $7 and this was $4. These are prices that are pretty inexpensive for glitters in general, because glitter can tend to be pretty expensive in makeup, because I don't know why, but it can get pretty expensive. So I was looking around for some glitters and I found these and I figured I would try them out, and I did several times, and I have my opinions and I have my criticisms, so I will be unpacking all of that in this video today. So this is the first palette. This is a pressed glitter bar palette, and this is, from Beauty Glazed, and as you can see, as I showed you before, 6 beautiful shades are very, very pretty and they look amazing in the palette. They have a blue, they have a silver, they have a yellow, they have a multicolored kind of violet glitter option, they have a hot magenta pink, and then they have a sort of like a turquoise, like a dark turquoise with some like pink chunks of glitter in it. I am wearing them on my eyes today. I chose to wear this palette for this video because I wanted to show you what it looked like. And then for the smaller quad, they have 4 different shades. They have a sort of like a light green with some duochrome like pink kind of glitter chunks, and then they also have a sort of like duochrome pinky multicolored glitter over here. When it comes to comparing the two palettes, I really do like this palette better than this, and it's not necessarily because of the size, it's rather because of the shades and the fact that this palette has a lot of chunkier flecks of glitter. So when it comes to the formula of these pressed glitters, I did notice one thing that made it very difficult to use when I first got these glitters. So when you actually try and use these glitters, you will find that there is this sort of gel like very thick, clear gel-like substance. It's a sort of thing that binds the glitter flecks together and prevents this from being a loose glitter. Instead, we have a pressed glitter because the company has mixed in this sticky sort of kind of glitter glue like substance in with the actual flecks of glitter to actually make sure that it doesn't go everywhere. However, here's the thing. I have found that with both these palettes, they have a little bit too much of that binding gel substance, if that makes any sense, because they swatch really pretty, but with some of the colors, such as this color for instance and this color, when you try and swatch them or when you try and put some on your finger, you don't get a lot on the first try. You don't really get a lot of glitter on the first try. You get the glitter, but then you get a lot of that gel-like substance. So when you try and put the glitter on your eye, even if you're wearing a glitter glue, you will have to go back and forth several times to get any kind of effect with the glitter, right? Because if you go with just once, you won't be able to see the glitter at all. You have to keep layering and layering. And see, that sounds good in theory, but if you have a lot of that thick gel-like substance and it keeps building up on the eye, your eyes starts to get heavy and your eyes sort of start to look like they have a lot of layers on them. If you use your finger or if you use a typical brush. And I found that even if I was using a glitter glue, I would have to pretty much go in again and again to actually get the glitter to stick to my eye. And also if I was wearing eyeshadow underneath, I would notice that the glitter would sort of move it around and my eyeshadow would look patchy. And since the glitter is kind of sheer, your eyeshadow shows through. So for this look, what I did is I kind of I didn't do any kind of eyeshadow underneath the glitter. I just did a little bit of eyeshadow in my crease and then I packed the glitter on top. I find that that's the best way to use these palettes. Also, that I do want to say that you really can't apply these glitters with your fingers because you will not necessarily get the effect you want. You will not get this kind of effect if you apply these glitters with your fingers. You will get like a pretty messy kind of look because you'll pretty much be like trying to get the glitter off your finger and onto your eye, even if you have a glitter glue already on your eyelid. And I've already tried several pressed glitters, and I noticed that sometimes I can use my fingers, you know, and it's no problem. But with this, you can't use your fingers because it'll be pretty messy. And you can't really use a traditional brush either because that doesn't really work for the similar reasons. But something that really made it easy for me to use these glitters was simply by using an applicator. I have like this weird like sort of applicator, and it has like this really hard top right here. And I never really used it until I decided to use it to basically pick up the glitter from the pan and put it on my eyes. And it worked great. So this glitter works fantastic if you have an applicator. If you don't have something like this, you can just go try and get like a sponge tip applicator. Those work the same way. Just like get like those like applicators for your eyeshadow. They're not quite brushes, and try and use those for these glitters, and then use a glitter glue and you will get a better effect. Because if you just use your fingers, and also if you don't use a glitter glue, you will have a mess on your eyelids. You will not get a very good look. Also, here's another thing. I feel like if you want to get like a beautiful, like sort of sparkly, multi-dimensional look, you can't use just one color from like either of these palettes. You have to use several. To create this look, I actually used 3 different colors. I used this one, and this one. And that was the way I was able to create a lot more dimension. The very first time I used this palette, I used it with my fingers, and I also used just this shade right here, and that's it. And I think I actually used this color as well. But this doesn't really show up that much, to be honest. Like, this doesn't show up that much at all, right, on the eyes. So what happened was that I did not have like a very beautiful glittery look at all. My friend came over and I asked him, hey, how does my eyeshadow look? And he said, it looks like you have funfetti like on your eyes. It just does. It didn't sparkle. It didn't look good. It looked like I had sprinkles on my eye, and it really wasn't a good look. So that's why if you're using this palette or you're using this palette, I'd recommend using several of these shades on your eyes, because that's the way you can create more dimension, that's the way you can create a little bit of variety, and that's just the best effect. But I honestly suggest using glitter glue every time you use a pressed glitter, because not only does it really help the application process go a lot easier, but it also is a lot safer because you don't want glitter in your eye. And if you have a glitter glue, you can prevent that from happening. Because to create this look, I had to like sit here for like several minutes. I don't know how long, but I had to sit here for quite some time to layer these glitter flecks and to go in again and again. And yes, I do like the way it looked, you know, and I'm not like necessarily complaining, but I'm just saying that you do have to layer when you're going in with some of these colors, especially this color and this color. This color I find goes on pretty easily, as well as this color, but the other colors you do have to layer quite a bit. Okay guys, so I just want to clarify really quickly as to whether or not I'd recommend these palettes, and short answer is pretty much no, because yes, these are one of the cheapest options that I have seen for pressed glitters on the market. You do have several colors, all under $10. However, you do have to work for the results you want to get, and I don't think that overall it's worth the headache. I will continue using these palettes because I was able to figure out how to make them work for me. However, I don't think everyone wants to spend a lot of time figuring these palettes out. So in short, unless you're willing to work with them, I don't think I'd recommend these palettes. I do think that for the price, these are some pretty good pressed glitters. I like the effect that these give on my eyes. I just wanted to make this review as thorough as possible and give you each and every single detail that I was able to find, because I tried these several times and I did have my thoughts. So thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and found it helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.